Pope Francis has appealed to Catholics in Indonesia to engage with people from other faiths in a message of religious unity at a stadium mass in the capital. Nearly 80,000 worshippers erupted in cheers as they greeted the 87-year-old pontiff upon his arrival at the Gelora Bung Karno Stadium in Jakarta. A mass coming at the end of a packed first Asia-Pacific stop for the Pope. Religious unity has been the key theme of his three-day visit to the world's most populous Muslim-majority country. Also today, Pope Francis visited Southeast Asia's largest mosque, that's the Istiqlal Mosque in Indonesia, where he stressed the importance of religious harmony. There, he signed a joint declaration with the mosque's Grand Imam to promote peace and to protect the environment. The mosque is seen as a symbol of religious coexistence. It sits across from Jakarta's cathedral. The two places of worship are connected by a tunnel. Pope Francis says the tunnel bears a very deep meaning for the unity of religious communities. Meanwhile, preparations are underway in Papua New Guinea as the country gears up to welcome the Pope tomorrow. And more, we're joined by CNA's Leong Wai Kit. Now he's reporting live from Jakarta. Wai Kit, the Mass with the Pope ended not too long ago. Where you are, tell us more about it.
Well, in fact, I must say you missed a joyous image of nuns, sisters, dancing after the Mass. But I captured that moment. It's now on my X account. But I must say this stadium was filled with a mix of emotions, from anticipation to excitement to extreme joy. As you mentioned earlier, when Pope Francis reached the stadium, to a sense of prayerful calm when Mass started. And when Pope Francis slowly toured the entire stadium, people cheered and children and babies were passed on to him for him to bless. At the Mass, he thanked Indonesia again, singling out President Joko Widodo, as well as church leaders and church communities in Indonesia, as well as volunteers and security services who have been with him in the last 3 days. Now, shortly after the Mass, I walked outside the stadium and I was greeted immediately by interfaith harmony, literally, because on the one hand, you've got hymns being echoed out of the stadium, and at the same time, you've got the prayer call being broadcast from nearby mosques. Now, interfaith harmony is one very key theme that Pope Francis has been pushing for in his trip. Lights have just been turned off. Like I said, papal Mass have just ended. And this has been discussed between the Pope as well as President Joko Widodo. And like you said earlier, Wei Su, there was a signing of a joint declaration to push for promotion of peace and tolerance. And tomorrow, Pope Francis, as well as some 80 other journalists, will be making the next leg of the trip in Papua New Guinea.
Oh, it's given us reason to go on social media. We're checking out your account on X. That was CNA's Leong Wai Kit reporting live from Jakarta.